This is supposed to screw down into the exhaust manifold, but it's totally stripped out. There's no threads left. So I don't know how we're gonna fix that. We'll figure it out.
We're gonna get it unloaded here and get it in the shop and get all the small things fixed on it so we can put this out in the field and work it.
So what we got here is a 1976 white 285 tractor that we just picked up last night. It's in pretty good shape. The muffler, the exhaust is kind of falling off of it. We've got to figure that out. It's got a leak on a hydraulic hose down on the underside of the deck. Besides that, it runs great, fires right up. It seems like it'll be a solid unit. We're going to get it unloaded here and get it in the shop and get all the small things fixed on it so we can put this out in the field and work it. Supposedly this has a rebuilt engine with only about 500 hours on it. I think it's got about, well, it says it has 5,300 hours total, and the tachometer does work, so I assume that's correct. But there's no telling. Buying anything used, cars, tractors, anything, you don't know the history. The previous owner didn't have it rebuilt. It was the guy before him. So you never know who, unfortunately, is lying to you, or just was told wrong, or was lying. The previous owner could have been lying to you. So you never know, and it doesn't really change anything for me. A lot of our tractors, the arbiters are broken at 10,000 hours, so they've got way more than that, and they're still running great. So we paid $3,400 for this tractor. A new 85, 90 horsepower tractor would be something like $80 or $90,000. So at this price, leaves you a lot of headroom to be able to get it repaired, keep it up to date. In farming, there's not a lot of headroom. You're not making tons of profit at the end of the year. Most of your profit is gone just in your running costs and your operating costs. So to be able to get good deals on cheap tractors like this, it keeps you able to keep going. Gives you a couple options. Like, we've got a few tractors now, and none of them are perfect, but they run good and they're reliable. So one of the problems with this is the exhaust manifold is stripped out, so it uses a pipe thread. Well, I assume it's a pipe thread. So this is supposed to screw down into the exhaust manifold, but it's totally stripped out. There's no threads left. So he would just put a bottle over it to keep the rain out, and then he'd throw the muffler on when he would run it. And it seals okay, but it rattles and falls around a lot. So I don't know how we're gonna fix that. We'll figure it out. So last night we picked this up when it was dry. I was able to drive right up over the fenders, no problem, but now it's raining and wet. I'm slipping down off the fender. It's just barely too wide to squeeze in between the fenders, and I don't want to hurt the tire or the wheel or anything. So I'm going to get some blocking that I can drive up over to get it past the fenders. So the only couple things wrong with this tractor is it's got a hydraulic leak that goes up to the steering box, the valve up there that the steering wheel attaches to, and the exhaust rattling and not attached very well. So Justin's going to get this ripped apart and fix that hydraulic leak. That's the major thing that's wrong with it. Can't use it until that's fixed. So we'll get this ripped apart and we'll get it fixed up. So Justin got the hose out. We'll take that up to our neighbor Frank. He can make us a new one. We'll throw it back together. We've got this 285 all wrapped up. This thing's running great. No more leaks anymore. I still got to slap the new muffler piece on there, but it's okay for right now. We're gonna run it the way it is. We got harvest coming right up, so we gotta focus on the important stuff. So we've got the plow hooked up on the 285. We're gonna take it out, plow up next year's plot for the mini tubers, see how it goes. This thing's a runner. It's ready to go. Thanks for watching.